It's LIN Live with Spank and Sam. It's a show for everyone, boy, woman, girl, and man. So tune in on Facebook and YouTube. Guaranteed to make you laugh and make you feel good. Yeah, it's the LIN Live show with Spank and Sam. It's the LIN Live show with Spank and Sam. It's the LIN Live show with Spank and Sam. It's the LIN Live show with Spank and Sam.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to LIN Live. We are back for episode 3, and this is our Mailbag show where you sent us the questions and we're going to answer your questions live on air tonight. What's up, Sam?
What's up, y'all? What's up, Spank? Yeah, Mailbag show. And feel free to ask us questions throughout the show because we like questions and we want to answer some.
Yeah, it's too late to slide them in the DMs right now. Don't slide them in the DMs. Just put them on the screen. Type the comments, and we'll answer your questions. So yeah, man, just happy to be back with you guys. Happy Sunday. Happy end of the week for me. Beginning of the week for y'all. I am resting tomorrow. I am tired.
Spanky's the hardest working man in showbiz and church biz as well. Here we go. It's Jaquay already. Hey, Jaquay, it's the last day of Black History Month. We are all African American brothers and sister, because Elder Mina's working with us. So we are all African American and partly Latino brother. So we are a melted pot here tonight. We are one.
We are one. So yeah, how was your weekend, Sam?
It was solid. What did I do this weekend? Yesterday, celebrated my brother getting married.
What's up, Ashley?
My little brother Jerry, the youngest out of the 7, is getting married next week. So we celebrated him last night. And then today, church. I watched the little Veggie Tales, took it back to the early 2000s.
Hey.
So Veggie Tales, watched about Abraham and patience, you feel me? So give me a little Bible study, Bible school lesson in there. So that was my weekend, man. How was yours?
Mine was busy. Had a live stream for University of Chicago. That was Friday. Had a live stream last night that my company put on. So we did. I did the audio, video, and played drums on it. So that was last night. Didn't get in until about 3 a.m. and then had to put together Bolingbrook service today. Due to technical difficulties, had to do it live this morning. It's gonna keep it that way. Just lack for the sake of not being messy. I'm not gonna be messy tonight.
That was last season, Messy Saints.
I'm not gonna be a messy saint tonight. No. But yeah, ended up having to do the service live, so I didn't get much sleep. I think I only got like 3 hours of sleep, and then I just woke up like about an hour ago. I went to take a nap at like around 12:30. Woke up at 5. Didn't expect to wake up at 5.
That was the sleep. That wasn't.
Yeah, I didn't nap. I slept. I bedded. I went to bed.
That's solid though. Look, you need a nap. You need rest. So look, nobody texts or calls Spanky about anything tomorrow, unless you're trying to put money in his pockets.
Right. Is it about money? Put that meme up. You know what I'm saying? But no, I'm gonna just reach out to people who I'm scheduled to reach out to tomorrow. Nothing extra. I'm resting tomorrow. But I look forward to that rest. It's a rest that has been a week in the making.
Yeah, man. We need our rest. Jaquay, I got you, man. I got you on the hat.
Oh, you too dark skinned for that hat. No, I'm joking.
I got it. I mean, if you're too dark skinned, I got a black one too. Also, and a navy blue one. So I got you. Like, they got colors.
Yeah, this was the first time we've been pre-recording praise and worship, and this is the first time I missed a recording session, and I look forward to watching, and getting poured into.
Yeah.
Bless you, Sister Zimmerman. How you doing?
Bless you, Sister Z. Sister Z has known us as we was knee high to grasshoppers. I don't know how that's actually a real thing, but we were that small.
You were that small. I was always a big guy. Okay.
He said I was.
Came out
Yeah,
the womb this size.
I used to be a short kid, and then one day I grew up. I remember being in fifth grade, and in fifth grade there was a girl in my class, and
Hey,
she was
Cherish.
like 5 feet tall, and I thought she was a giant because she was like 5 feet tall in fifth grade. But now looking back on it, she was actually pretty short, and I'm I'm tall now.
But that's usually how puberty works. There's a growth spurt, there's a hair spurt, and then there's a yep.
Yep.
Moving on.
your voice cracks. If you're a guy, your voice crack. Some women, their voice crack too. So that's part of it. So if you're a child singer, don't stop
Oh
getting
man,
singing lessons.
I feel
Because
I
one
felt so
day,
bad. I felt so bad for all those kids that went through like puberty. They was like child stars, and then like I think the only person that successfully navigated that was Michael Jackson.
yeah,
Like once he went through puberty, like his voice kind of like was cool still.
yeah. But his pitch, his tone wasn't too high or too low, so it worked for him.
Oh yeah, he could never hit that "Never Goodbye" those tones again.
Oh no, he shouldn't though. You shouldn't. Look, he stayed in his lane, and look at him, the king of pop. He's
Hey,
also light skinned, Jaquay, but he was once dark skinned. So, you know,
he did a whole song about it. Don't know whether
did
it's black or white. You know?
the greatest thing that ever come through Gary, Indiana, Michael
Did you
Jackson.
did you say Jesus went through puberty at 10 and was singing bass at 12? Where is that in the scriptures? How do you know that?
Tell us.
What
Tell
is
us.
well we got Tony Perez on. He's like our Bible person. We'll see if he can prove that in the scriptures.
Jaquay got one of those Bibles that got 86 books in it. You know what I'm talking about? You got like extra books in it. I've never heard of this.
Jaquay reads the Bible with pictures in it. he got the picture of Jesus on the cross. Like,
Oh, I remember those Bibles, the old school Bibles, and the front cover.
Jesus on there like. But no, we got a lot of questions in. So let's bring in our other compadres for the night, our peoples. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the show. Let's first and foremost, before we go there, let's acknowledge that we got merch still, and we need y'all to buy it. Like,
Yeah.
do it. Why not? Like, help us help us bring you better content by purchasing merch from our store.
Yeah.
All right.
Don't pay attention to any merch we have on currently either. It's
I have no
it's
name brands on.
it's for show. Mine is a name brand either.
It's a
Unless
dope brand.
it is a dope brand. Unless they want to sponsor LIN Live and give us money, then I wear clothes all the time.
Hey,
Why
we
not?
are looking for sponsors too. So, hit us up at the email just kind of went up across.
It was something. The email, I believe it's linlive@gmail.com. If I'm not
Yeah.
mistaken.
Okay. Sam is the businessman. I just play drums. Okay, cool. So let's bring in our other contributors. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the show. Oh no, my computer is freaking out right now.
Let's welcome back to the show. First and foremost, this is an alphabetical order, but I'm going to do it either way. Brandon Newell, welcome back, B.
Hey,
What's happening?
Perfect. How you doing, bro?
I'm doing good, man. Blessed. How y'all brothers?
good man. Welcome back to
well.
season 2, brother.
Thanks for having me, man.
You made it back.
Yeah, I made it back. I ain't get voted off the island.
And then let's also welcome back our other brother, part Latino, part African American, part biblical scholar, Antonio Perez. What's up, bro?
Hey, what's up,
What's up?
Tony? Man, we're so happy to have you guys back with us this season. It's gonna be a guys hang tonight. Chanel, she was too busy to hang out with us tonight, so
That's the bro code.
we get to run the house tonight, and Get yelled at about it next time.
I'm okay with that.
So this is our mailbag show. We've had people send us questions in all week. One of the biggest questions contributors tonight is Ashley Butch. I think she's watching. Thank you so much, Ashley, for your very, very long, specific questions that we had to kind of fit into 200 characters or less to try to get it on the screen.
Ashley's like a walking Barbara Walters.
Legit, she asks like official questions, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
When I was a kid, she used to shake my hand and it fell off. Oh, there's my G though. Ashley. What's up, Ashley?
She's still that strong, bro. She's still that strong.
Ashley.
She is still that strong with the handshakes. Like,
shout out to Ashley. That's my girl. She good people.
If you ever need a good back cracking, just go hug Ashley. She'll crack your back real good. So, crack. Needed that.
I feel better now.
All right, so let's get into it, man. Let's get into the questions. Y'all ready?
Yes, sir.
Ready.
All right. So we're gonna start our real life, and then we're gonna get into the deeper questions later. So let's start with this one: salt or sugar? Which one of y'all? You a sugar?
Sugar.
What?
Sugar.
Oh,
yes.
Sheesh. Sheesh. Brothers need some deliverance.
My grandma from Holmes County, Mississippi, baby. Lexington.
Sugar.
Hey, you know it's country, but they named it county. They don't even say the city.
So I'm gonna make my argument for why I like salt and butter in mine. So if I'm pairing it with pancakes, that's the sugar. So you get the sweet and savory all in one meal. You got to balance that out. Like y'all trying to do with all the sugar, y'all try to put everything in one bowl. Like, no, you got to spread that out throughout the meal. You know what I'm saying? You got the salty bacon, the savory grits, the sweet pancakes, and then eggs. However you do it. You know what I'm saying?
You see, you switched it up real quick. I'm showing loading up over here. I'm loading up.
You gotta have the spread, man. You gotta have the spread.
I'm a salt guy myself. And it's because I like cheese in my grits, so I don't like the way
cheese grits.
Yeah, I love
it tastes with sugar in it. So that's me,
And then when you do shrimp and grits too,
never had it.
Never had that either. Yeah,
I'm allergic to.
Now, what you put in your shrimp and grits? Sugar or salt?
Salt. Well, I don't have to put anything in because there's enough butter and seasoning in that joint, especially when you get it from New Orleans.
The older I get, the more I tend to stay away from it. The word salt gives me the shakes, and the word sugar gives me the shakes as well. so
I'm with you. Like that, I think if everything is like seasoned well without salt, because like shrimp has its own flavor, butter has its own like flavor. I want flavors. I don't want saltiness. I want to taste flavors.
Now, some stuff I just gotta have. The Lowry's. My gotta have me some Lowry's. What we was cooking? It was something we was cooking the other day. I forgot. And my wife was like, she just wanted the regular sea salt. What the heck was we cooking? I forgot. But I was like, man, put some Lowry's on it. We was making the spaghetti, and we were seasoning the meat for the spaghetti. So she just wanted to put the salt on it. So I'm like, man, put the Lowry's on it. She's like, don't you know the Lowry's ain't just salt? It's a mixture of everything else and all that stuff like that. So I'm like, man, I don't know, whatever. Still put some Lowry's on it. Need a little shot of Lowry's.
So that leads to a good question. What do you put? I was about to say, do you put ketchup or barbecue sauce on your spaghetti?
Now, see, I don't need everybody's spaghetti because everybody don't make it right. So I'm like, I'm like 2 out of every 10 people's spaghetti I might eat. You know what I mean? Like, for real. Because when you think about it, when they put it, it's just like some people just have I hate them watery spaghetti with just noodles and too much sauce and you know what I'm saying. So I think I've been scarred throughout my life. So it's only certain people's spaghetti, that I eat. You know what I mean? Certain ones I want. And even when you go to like a nice Italian restaurant, I've been nice Italian restaurants. Like we've been like like when we go to vacation resorts and stuff, and it's like all inclusive and stuff like that, and you can go eat, and then like they just have everything so bland, you know what I mean? But
Yeah.
Olive Garden, I still go to Olive Garden. I love Olive Garden. I eat spaghetti from there in a minute. Noodles.
But those Italian restaurants like made me realize that black people cook spaghetti wrong. Like Italians,
Right.
you know,
right.
they do the noodles and they put the sauce on top of it, and then, you know, the meatballs. Like black people like just
I never
mix it all together.
Yeah.
Spaghetti is a marriage though of noodles and the sauce, so it got to be mixed in together.
Yeah, the noodles
I
gotta
mean-
be marinated in the marination, right?
Yeah.
It got a collector for size. It got a collector for size.
Were y'all fans of the ramen? What's that? The ramen, the Thai ramen. You know, like you got to get them noodles right in that top ramen, baby. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, ramen got me through college for real.
Man, bro, y'all mix it up with some shrimp, chop up some chicken breasts. Oh man, have a 5-star meal, baby, in a minute.
Put the right meat with the right packets, bro.
Look, like you gotta let all of the white stuff get off the noodles. You know what I'm saying? And they gotta pour enough of the water out so you get the right mixture of the noodle and the packet. So the packet will go all through the noodles. So you get the noodles right. You know what I'm saying?
And make it so like a right amount of water so that sauce is thick and not like the runny sauce. You don't want
so
no
you can have a
soup.
little juice to drink at the end. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you don't want no soup.
Something like that.
I used to put like flour in it to thicken up the sauce just so it'd be like like real thick, just to make it like stick to the bones a little bit more. You know, college you had to like figure it out, man. You was like, I only got so much meal plan left.
Yes.
in the hood, everybody was Chef Gordon Ramsay when it came to like making noodles. I still eat noodles to this day. I'll still keep noodles in the cabinet. Keep you humble. Remember where you came from.
For real.
Before there was ramen noodle restaurants, it was us making noodles at the crib.
Listen,
and throwing stuff in it.
Master P even got his own brand of noodles. You know, like I ain't gonna even lie. The gumbo noodles, they was on point. You know what I'm saying? I can't even front. The Master P noodles, they was on point. Yeah. But it was a smart business move when you look at it too, because he's like ramen been getting money off our culture for years. You know what I'm saying? For years. They've made billions of dollars off selling us these packages of noodles. You know what I'm saying? 10-cent noodles. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I thought it was a smart. I was inspired. I thought it was a smart business move too.
I want to agree with Robin real quick. Jessica Cross's spaghetti, or Jessica, I can't remember her married last name, but her spaghetti, if y'all have not had it, it's legit crack. Like, you will not want to eat anybody else's spaghetti after eating her spaghetti.
You've had crack before, Spike?
I
always thought you have a cocaine guy.
Back in the day, in my past life,
crack is whack, man.
No, I don't do crack. No, I've never tried crack. I've never experienced with nothing like so hard. Like I see people like that get strung out on that stuff. Especially being in like the music industry, people like will dip off to the bathroom real quick to go do that real quick. So I'm like,
yeah,
nah, I'm good.
So that's a drug. That's a drug.
That's beyond gateway. You in there? You in there?
Dope.
That's Pablo.
All right, let's get to another question so we can get through these. Let's go with this one. If you could be any animal, what would you be? Let's start with Tony. Tony, like, he got deep thoughts on this one.
I don't. Oh man.
First and foremost, your haircut is crispy, bro.
Thank you.
I wish I had hair.
Muscle pump. Go on, Tom. You gotta hit it like that.
Oh man. I don't know, honestly. I would definitely pick a animal that's domesticated because safe. I'm being taken care of. You know what I'm saying? Do what I want to do. So I mean, if I really think about it, a cat, really, because a cat really don't have to listen to nobody.
That's true.
They go to the bathroom anyway, and then they get the best food.
That's true. That's true. Cat food is
They
like
get
right
the
under.
best food.
It's right under human food, bro. Like now that I'm a cat dad, like I see the food that they get, and I'm like, dude, this is
Right.
you're getting high quality food here.
Sheba.
Cat.
Oh, a shark.
Tough. A
Jaquay said it'd
shark.
be a shark.
Shark.
He got shark tendencies. I get that.
Yeah, look at his teeth. There's some great white teeth there, boy.
Dang.
You know, I think I would be. I don't know, man. Maybe an elephant or something.
Hey,
They're kind of graceful, kind of big, kind of cool, stay to themselves. You know, I heard they're really wise. I used to get teased when I was a kid that I had really big ears, so they got big ears.
But you grew into them though. That's all that matters.
I
You grew
did.
into 'em.
Maybe. Baby, I did.
Oh man, probably I actually kind of agree with Mr. Tooth out there. Probably like a killer whale, not Mr. Popsicle liquor. Mr. Popsicle. No. Yeah, probably like a killer whale or a great white. Something like that though. I actually agree with my man. Probably like killer whale, great like.
You'd be a
like
water dweller.
Yeah.
Okay. I think I would be a sloth. I want to be a sloth.
Wow.
Like, cause sloths are like unbothered by everything, and they just like live their lives, and nobody really mess with them.
I know I ain't gonna go to the DMV with you.
Yeah, what movie was that? That's that.
No, I watch it with my kids, man. I don't know my kids. My kids have me watching it, but they got the one scene with the sloth, and he at the DMV. He like,
oh, that movie though that's a good movie though.
Pets, I think it's Pets or Zootopia or something. Zootopia. That's what it's Zootopia.
And the fox is like a black person, obviously.
I like
it's
it.
going through like the society stigmas of black people. It's really dope.
We got it, Ash.
You know Ashley be on it, man. She
quickly. She was Zootopia.
All right, Tony's probably handling a phone call right now, but let's see. Let's go to this next one.
My bad.
It's all good. You got business, bro. Take care of that business.
Man with a plan. I saw Jaquay had a question. What was it? Ideal superpower. Pancakes or waffles?
Pancakes. Love me a good flat.
This is easy for me. Pancakes.
Yeah, I gotta have pancakes too. But I mean, if I don't feel like cooking a pancake, you know, it takes time.
Right. you got to mix that boy, get the right flip on it. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to burn it.
Yeah,
you can mess the pancakes up.
What'd you say?
I said my pancakes be immaculate. I be making these. Y'all ever look at my Instagram?
Yeah, I was about to say I be seeing your posts.
Yeah, it's right to get in there.
I found the secret to flipping a perfect pancake. You know, well, one thing is you don't put grease or anything in the pan. You need a really good nonstick pan, and that's how you get the perfect pancake for real.
Man, my wife be on me about it though, cause I always be scraping them boys up with the spatula. You know what I'm saying? She be talking about the nonstick is in the food, the coating is in the food. And...
Yeah,
that grease browns them, makes them darker. Grease.
What'd you say, Tom?
That grease makes them darker.
I've learned to spray a little Pam in it. I've been spraying a little Pam in it.
So if you do spray Pam in it, like wipe it down with like a paper towel though after you spray it. You'll be good.
Are y'all hip to the air fryer? Y'all rock with the air fryer?
Yeah, I love the air fryer.
Love the air fryer.
Love it. All right.
But so back to the question though, I eat waffles when I'm in hotels that got the waffle maker.
Me too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Me too.
You got to.
Me too.
It's like when I see that I'm like, yep, I'm eating a waffle today. And the ones always come out real nice.
I love chicken and waffles too. I think I had chicken and waffle this morning.
I feel like waffles are a bougie pancake. You feel me? Like you feel like high class. So you like go somewhere and get waffles. You like, yeah,
it's the same mix though.
It is
the
same exact mix. Yeah, they just put it in that little
waffle line.
Yeah, the little thing.
A little waffle iron.
Waffle iron. There you go.
But let's go with this one. What would your ideal superpower be?
I used to think I wanted to know what women think. Something about it. You ever seen that movie?
That movie, yeah, what women think? Or what women,
I used to think I wanted, and then I reconsider. I'm like, well, maybe I don't want to know. Nah. But first, I used to think I wanted that one. I don't know, man. I can't. Man, I don't know. I used to think I want to fly, but I get up there and I be on my Peter Pan and forget half the thoughts of me falling or something like that.
I don't know. Like, I've been watching a lot of WandaVision lately, so it's technically a set of powers that I would like, and I like Vision's powers. His power set is dope. Like, he can like not only do like the mind stuff, but also like go through things. He could fly. I would take that whole mindset because then I would never have to be in traffic. I ain't never got to worry about locked doors. It just makes my whole life easier.
That's real.
I would definitely.
That's a lazy superpower right there. Like, you don't want to walk through no doors. So slack that superpowers.
You just float through everything. You just like have a constant float, and you just go through walls, and you just go through like everything. I'll literally just be going through like,
Jacquay, you already got Wolverine power.
Robert said time travel.
Time travel.
I'm messing with it.
I'd be too scared to mess up stuff though, like in the future or the past.
Right.
If I was able to time travel.
Alter the whole universe.
Heck yeah. Everybody come out being grasshoppers. I just tried to fix one thing. I just didn't want this to happen. Next thing you know.
I wouldn't mind having Spider-Man power too. You could look at the spider sense and whether you could climb up the wall and hang on the wall. I always thought that was pretty cool.
Which Spider-Man powers? The Miles Morales powers or the
regular? Miles couldn't. From what I hear, Miles is going to get it right in the next one. He's going to get it straight, from what I understand. So I guess I have to take. That's a tough one, Spank. That's like asking who the GOAT is, man. Dang.
Oh, that's an easy one. George is the GOAT. But
yeah, that's an easy one. That's an easy one.
Right, George is the GOAT.
Derry, are you watching?
Tony, what about you, bro?
It's too light skinned for him.
I would definitely fly. Flying is for sure.
Dude,
but I guess it would be limited in the winter. But I mean, you trying to fly, you freeze in the air.
Why is it limited in the winter, bro? Because you say
if you fly, if it's below zero and you fly, you're going to literally freeze.
Yeah. The higher you get,
True.
So you gonna fly? I'm gonna fly to the store. I'll be right back. Right around the corner to the store. No highness.
And the Midwest wind is already so disrespectful. There's already no coat that you can wear
right.
Stop you from freezing.
They're gonna call the FAA on you. They're gonna be like, wait, that's a flying Negro. Somebody call the cops. Negroes and start flying.
That's just one more thing for us to get called on, one more thing.
But they could catch you though. They could catch you because you fly. So you're good.
It's a flying ninja.
I think I would love to be invisible. So when people are talking to me and I don't want to hear them talking, I'll just like disappear. Then walk away like, "Hey, cool."
That's why I'm saying like the Miles Morales Spider-Man powers. He turns invisible and he got the shock hand. So
what was that movie years ago with Kevin Bacon when he was the invisible dude?
The Invisible Man.
Oh, Invisible Man. Okay.
Yeah, but that was like
it was freaky.
The dark side. That was the dark side of invisibility, though. That's the dark side of invisibility. Like he was.
Like, he gonna be on some other stuff, James. On your wife.
Brandon said it.
That's the creepy superpower. You gotta use it wisely. Ain't that what they tell you all them superhero movies? Use your powers for good and not for evil. So don't be a creep if you get super.
With great power comes great responsibility. Sam gonna be torturing his wife.
Don't you say it another time.
Don't you finish that statement. What's your ideal location to live? Since I think we're all over cold weather, I'm ready to go for some heat. I need some heat in my life.
I think Tony probably got the best a lot of insight on that. You've been in Florida.
Florida, it got too hot.
That's what I heard.
And I couldn't really handle it. I know for me, as far as ideal location, I'm thinking about what's like what like how cheap the property is, honestly. Yeah. I'm not thinking about the weather. Like,
the taxes.
I can't afford, right? It wouldn't matter if the house cost too much, right? So,
True.
But if we struggling, so I mean, I think Wisconsin is like one of the cheapest as far as property goes and buying houses. So I think I'm in the ideal. I like the seasons changing.
I think I've been actually contemplating moving, and I've been looking over the past couple of years different places. Florida being one of them, Georgia, and I really love Chicago. I really come to the conclusion that I'm a city boy, so any place, if I was to relocate, it had to be something similar to Chicago. I've been to Texas. I like Texas. It's decent, but it's still the South. Mm-hmm. I don't know what it is about me in the South. I go vacation and hang out there, but I don't know about settling there. I recently was approached about Puerto Rico. So I had to take up Spanish even more. So, but I was approached about that. So we'll see.
I think everybody should move once in their lifetime. It's a great experience to move your home city just once.
Open up your
return.
mind.
I think it's it's a must experience.
No, I lived in St. Louis for 5 years, and that was a great city. It's slow. It's slow, but it's always like 10 to 20 degrees warmer than in Chicago.
Mm-hmm. What you say,
St. Louis was like always 10 to 20 degrees warmer than Chicago.
Because it's the gateway to the west. It's actually where you start heading out west to the West Coast. That's what they call it.
Route 66.
Yeah, that's what they call it.
But I've heard from a friend that lives in North Carolina that North Carolina is actually really affordable.
Yeah.
Got all 4 seasons of weather with no snow. So I was like, okay, I might have to look at a North Carolina.
I recently saw on the internet that Nelly's house, his old house from when he first signed, is like $500,000 or something somewhere in like St. Louis or something like that. Yeah. And I might consider, like Tom said, for the right price. And the house is banging. Got good acres, basketball court, pond, all that. I didn't think it was so I would consider that if it's a house like that, like you said, Tom. We can go out there ATV riding and fishing. What I'm saying? Rifle, all that stuff. Oh, man,
facts.
St. Louis is doing that $1 property stuff too, though. You just gotta live there for like 5 years. In the house for 5 years, but you can buy a house for like $1.
It's something to get used to, though, man. It's definitely something. Big city boys. I mean, like I said, I did not know I was a city boy until I got to places like that, man. Like Minnesota, and it's nothing that compares to Chicago.
True.
Nothing that compares to Chicago, man. So
at all. I will move to Toronto. I heard Toronto is pretty much like Chicago, but a lot colder in the wintertime. So
that is correct. Apostle, they don't have state income tax.
But neither does Las Vegas, though.
See, I can't deal with extreme heat in the daytime and then extreme cold at night. Like, because you're in the desert, so you can get both in one day. Like, nah, I'm not risking it.
I don't know. Like, the best thing I did was go to Vegas like on my birthday, which is January, and like it was like 60 degrees like all throughout the day. Until the night. Like it got to like 40 degrees, but like because we're from Chicago, we're still out there. We out there in hoodies. Right. We out there
a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
It was like that a couple weeks ago when I went.
Mm-hmm. And that's like we out there in hoodies. Everybody else got like coats all the way down to their feet. And they like, what's wrong with y'all? Where y'all from?
Before this big storm here, I went to Texas in like 2008. I'm like 2008, and it was the first time it had snowed in like 25 years. They got 1 inch of snow, and it shut the whole city down. the kids was outside taking pictures in the snow, making snow angels. The parents was recording it with the kid. I'm like, man, it's like it's only 1 inch of snow. It was like, we never get snow here, never, ever. So and then to see what's going on now, I got some family down there. They send me pictures, the gutters and all that stuff, pipes bursting. It's crazy.
Yeah, no, I follow like this YouTube content creator on and he's from Texas, and he was in Florida when the storm hit, and he came back, and like a lot of his pipes at his house and his businesses were busted because they don't do insulation down there, and it's just like they got like snow. They were like freaking out because the snow was sticking and it stuck for weeks, and it was just like, oh man. But yeah, I don't know about Texas. Texas is off my list now with all that snow that they just got.
Nope, I'm good.
It's still country too, man. It's still super country.
Yeah, it is. It's
country. It's Houston.
They got to catch up.
Yeah, they got to catch up. And I noticed they got a lot of they doing a lot of building highways. It's like they trying to make it as metropolis as possible. You know what I mean? But they still got to catch up.
Austin was cool, but Austin just has a vibe to it that is not very friendly.
I know.
Exactly.
All of it is, for that matter, except for Houston, it's more of us there in Houston. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I saw when I went to I did a tour through there, and you first and foremost you kind of look for other Black people, and you just like try to get the nod of like, we got you, you're safe, But like in talking with
them, Blackish, the nod,
right? Like,
oh my God, you know the nod.
But like I was talking to somebody down there. He's like, yeah, most of all the Black people are up in North Austin, and that's where they go. They come down to South Austin where all the touristy stuff is to work, and then they go back up to North Austin, and that's where everybody is. So I'm like, wow, that's kind of super segregated still,
Yeah.
And just seeing the vibes that I got from just walking down the street, because the band I was touring with was there's lighter complexion people. So there's a white guy and a Puerto Rican guy. So
Anglo-Saxon is the proper term. Yes.
But yeah, it's just walking down the street with them, and they have people around them, women and stuff like that. So it was the women were looking at me like, hey, how you doing? And the white guys was looking like, you bet not, type look. So it's okay, that's not
yeah, immaterial you, son.
Right. I'm gonna be back on the bus. I'll catch y'all later.
Don't be whistling at them white women, Spank.
Bro, I don't whistle at nobody. That's disrespectful.
I heard stories, Spike. I heard you be on the road whistling at them white women.
Somebody that told you wrong, brother. Somebody that told you wrong. Don't listen.
My question is, what kind of meat you like earlier, the white or the dark?
Hey, Wikipedia is not a good, reliable source. Brandon be on Wikipedia looking up for facts. Nah, bro.
Alfonso Spiky Jones.
That's written by somebody else. I don't know what this is.
I said your picture. You was on there with that African cross on your neck. I said, yeah,
yeah, no, that's somebody stole my profile pictures and made a whole fake profile. Let's get into some specific questions. So
to the meat.
Let's get into some deep questions. Cool. This one is super deep. What do you feel like your purpose is here for life and LIN Live?
Who's that for?
Whichever one.
He sounded offended. He like, who
know.
I said, who is it for? Who is it for? I didn't say for. I said, who is it for?
Let's go with Tony. Let's go with Tony first, because we know Brandon's his answer is gonna be super long.
I'm trying to put it together up here now.
Brandon gonna be at the beginning of things, I thought. When the sperm first hit the egg, my purpose was.
I know for me it's to make boys men. So I it's just been consistent throughout my life to challenge men to grow up. Challenge boys to grow up. You know, so that's where, you know, that's something I had to overcome being, you know, a mama's boy. And that's something I like to help, you know, others overcome, because I think that's what we have. The issue we have, this is why we have so many beta males versus alpha males, because you have males who were raised by their mother, so they have their mother's emotional makeup, you know. So it's, you know, it's, I believe it's my responsibility to bring balance to that, you know. Not saying that's evil, that's good or evil, you know, being raised by mothers, but there does come challenges with that, you know. So I think it's my responsibility to, or one of my callings, to help men, help boys become men, you know. You know, and for LIN, it's just to agree, you know, to agree with whatever y'all got going on, you know.
I mean, well, we talking about the show, not just the
Right,
network, but the show.
right. The show. That's what I'm saying. So whatever y'all got going on, I'm just gonna add, you know, whatever I got, whatever my experiences
Yeah.
to the conversation. Don't do too much, you know, and draw from that, you know, my experiences, you know. So
And we appreciate you for being our Bible scholar, our local Bible scholar.
You
Like,
are
you know, you
the
keep you
walking
keep
epistle.
you keep you keep us saved. You keep us saved a little bit. You know what I'm saying? You keep us saved a little bit. You know, like,
just a
man.
little bit. Glory.
Shabbato. Okay. Brandon.
Man, it's funny. I'm not gonna say it's funny you said that, but my answer was gonna be along the same lines. I actually been in this book, reading this book all week, Male versus Man. It's written by this brother DeAndre Whitfield. And there's a lot of key points in it. You know, most of the things in our lives, for us, it requires no formal training. You know, fatherhood, being married, none of that requires formal training. And then we just get thrown into these situations, and you know, not really knowing, you know what I mean, not really knowing how to adapt to it. I think one of the key points I seen Claudette just put there, male versus men. You know, a lot of us are just grown males running around. You know, all it takes to be a male is a pulse and a penis. You know what I'm saying? And most males are just, you know, overgrown boys. You know what I'm saying? They look to be served, while men look to be of service. You know what I'm saying? And that was some of the key points. You know, males are part of the problem. Men are part of the solution. And just like Tony said, you know, it's a lot of overgrown males who didn't have their fathers and stuff like that in their lives, and women had to take up the role, you know, and then so the roles have been reversed. So it's a lack of responsibility, a lack of wanting to take on mentorship and leadership and just
Right,
stuff in the home. You know, it's a lot of stuff. You know, you could just small stuff, man. Even just down to buying a house, you know, like credit. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah,
Like I want to go get a house, but my credit ain't right. You know what I'm saying? And then say your lady credit straight, and you can't be on the mortgage because your credit ain't straight, or you got a new wife and you got a new baby, and you just got, you know what I'm saying, you got to go stay with a relative or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
So
You know,
let me ask you both these questions. So where
yeah.
do you start? Where do you start that process? Do you start
you have
when
to
they're
get
men, or
around, you have to get around men.
You got to
And
get
I,
around
I
me.
tell women, this all the time. You talking to a male. If he look at his life, if he has no male influence, you need to run, because these are some of the most immature people who they refuse to submit to males, because they don't like going around men, because when you go around men, you're challenged,
They call you out.
know, because it's just not, it's nature, it's natural for men, you know, in their masculinity to challenge, you know. So, and this is where they lack, you know, in their masculinity, so they don't want to go around it because they hate to be challenged. So this is why when life happens, they have a hard time responding to, you know, when, you know, situations come up, you know, especially carrying a family. You know, when you're facing, you know, when the money's short, what do? You know, or when you need to build, like for what plan do you have moving forward in life? Like you got to start early with that credit. You talking about buying a house, so just life in general. When
That's
those situations, how to deal.
that's what I meant.
Yeah.
Like, where do you guys come into those men's lives? Like, where do you do you catch them when they're in high school? Do you catch them when they're in junior high? Do you catch them like where do you guys start their training?
Hopefully when they're younger, but I know consistently for me, the pattern in my life is I catch them older. When they contact me, or when God puts someone inside of my space, a lot of them already have families. A lot of them already have wives and kids, and they don't know what's next. So the hope is to catch them early, but I know for me, the pattern in my life, I generally catch them, when they're already in these situations and need help.
Yeah.
For me, I look back to how how I was brought up. My dad, first off, he didn't have a dad. You know what I mean? So since he didn't have a dad, he gave me a lot of the things that he didn't have. And I thank God, he put me in sports, athletics, team building, character building, things like that. Playing football, stuff like that. Just being around, like you said, you got to, in order to be a man, you got to learn. You have to be around a man. So just the fact that I was able to be around my father helped in shape and push a lot of the things into the person that I am today. So I like to do that. I like to help with football and extracurricular activities. I also I own a business, so I was brought up in as an apprentice and taking quote unquote from the streets and giving a trade and giving something to do. So I make it my business to pay it for it. People that want to learn a trade or people that want to work, I give them opportunities. I give them job. I show them a skill set. I show them a way to to feed themselves. You know what I'm saying? Something positive. Any brother that want to go to work, if you down to go to work, I'm down to take you to work. You know what I'm saying? So that's one way how I it's kind of like a street ministry. You know what I'm saying? Like even the homeless guys. If there's some dudes outside asking for some money, I ask them, "You want a job? I ain't gonna give you more money, but I give you a job, though." And I'll pick them up and take them to work in a heartbeat.
No, that's one thing that like I've heard people say like because they don't really teach that in high school or in like in the life development years where they're about credit, about
Facts.
how to like just live life successfully.
Yeah.
So like that's one thing, and from what you guys are talking, that'd be a great mentorship program for that age group because now you're teaching not only how to be a man but also how to deal with life situations.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I think that's great. Sam,
That's on point.
what's your purpose, bro?
I think we're going to start a LIN live mentoring program from this show. Welcome. It's twofold. It's to serve, but it's also to create change. And I do that in serving. So like if you're in a position to serve and help others, you also have the ability to work your way up or get into certain spaces that other people can't get in to cause influence. And so for me, it's just serving, and just serving to serve. Like I don't have a lot of people want, a big gain out of it. Like, nah, if it's something I want to do, then I'll do it. It's not about a title. It's not about accolades. It's not about, extra money. Sometimes it is good to get extra money when you serve it, but it's not about any of those things. It's about just having a heart to say, okay, look, there's a need. I want to help out. And then a lot of times when you're serving, you're able to change something that needs to be changed because you have influence over those who are above you because of your servants. So
that's how we've been. That's how the same. We all saying the same thing.
yeah,
You being part of the solution and not the problem. You know what I mean? And what you put in is what you get out. If you don't bring nothing to what the word say, you sow by the spirit, you reap by the spirit. You sow by the flesh, you reap by the flesh. You know what I mean? And that goes all the way full spectrum. You know what I mean? So what you put in is what you're gonna get out.
What's your purpose here, Spank?
The
LIN Live. I'm the host. The marathon.
Marathon it's not given to the swiftest or the fastest, but to the one that endures. It's a marathon every day. You gotta run that boy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, my purpose, I think I'm just a catalyst. I just like not just for change, but pretty much for any improvements or going forward. I just want to be a catalyst for going forward. So like whatever it takes to do that, like I feel like God gives me the gifts or at least the knowledge to do it, and I just apply that.
Ain't no half stepping.
Right. So it's like people be like, man, Spank, you're good at so many things, but I think it's just because I've always been a catalyst in those situations that I've been in. So it's like I get people to the place where they need to get to where they need to get to.
Yeah.
So
The one thing about being a catalyst though that I see is that people who are catalysts usually get overlooked in that season that they're doing whatever they're doing. And people don't realize the magnitude of it. So if you are a catalyst like Spanky, if you are someone who's trying to build men up like Antonio and Brandon, right, you probably won't see, the benefits, or you probably won't get your roses while you're alive or until further down the line.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people don't appreciate you in that moment. But it's still good to keep plowing and doing what you're supposed to do because that's what you're supposed to do.
but think
It's
about it.
always
A catalyst never appreciate a catalyst until you realize what its purpose is. So, for instance, like when you're in a lightning storm, a catalyst will take all of that electricity and put it into a safe space so your house don't blow up.
so
what
you're
I'm
not
saying?
going to appreciate the transmission in the car until it blows. Is that what you're saying?
You don't appreciate what you don't appreciate it until you know what its purpose is.
You
So
ain't
it's
gonna be
like
able to shift that boy in forward and drive if you ain't got
right.
that transmission.
So it's like when it's not there, you like, man, what happened? Why can't I go forward? Or how did my house blow up? Because you didn't have that catalyst to capture.
So we just gonna call you the transmission, Spank. That's what your name I mean. You ain't the car, you the transmission.
Backwards or
About
forward. I try not.
$3,000.
I try not to go backwards, but let's keep going forward.
I can dig it. I can dig it. I can dig it. I respect that. Okay.
Let's hope I don't take anybody backwards.
I heard that. Or staying neutral.
Right, or stay neutral. Like let's keep moving forward. Which
Just
leads
don't
to
hit
the
no
second
park
one.
cars.
Oh yeah. We've seen a lot of snowstorms. Like you going forward and you can't stop, so you hit a car. That's how you stop.
And it was parked. And it was parked.
Right. So this is our next question. What is your passion or passions if you have more than one? Tony?
I like to teach. That's a big passion of mine. Teacher. I also, as far as hobbies go, I love, electronics. I'm like a lot of people don't know I'm an audiophile. So I'm into all kinds of speakers and DACs and tube amps and whatever I can get to improve the sound quality of my system and listen to all type of different music. So that's another as far as hobbies go, passion of mine. And of course my family. I'm a big family man, so I like to teach. My hobbies and family.
Nice.
That's what keeps me going. That's what keeps me,
That's what passion should do. It should be that.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Well, saying all three of them, they really are what keeps. Well, I believe passion. It keeps you going to the next day. The next day. So that's what keeps me going. Those three things.
Yeah, Brandon.
Oh, definitely family. I love business, entrepreneurship. I like to see things come from nothing. Kind of like Bara. That's why I believe I'm in construction and stuff like that. I just like to see all of the working parts come together to make one big full. Whatever it is. I like journeys. I like to I don't know if you want to call them rough and rugged, but I like to push through and do things that people say that can't be done. I enjoy boxing. I like to box. I enjoy football. I like sports. I enjoy that. Cars. I like cars, muscle cars, anything with horsepower, old school rims, sounds of speakers, electronics. That's that. The older I get, that tends to be my hobby and stuff like that. Now I like a lot of like old schools, putting the old school together, and cars and stuff like that. That's what I like.
Nice. Sam, what about you?
I have a passion for fashion, in the words of Kanye West. So no, I love fashion. Man, I love my family, my biological family, so all my siblings and cousins and all them, and then my wife and my daughter. I do not like hosting though. I love family, but I do not like hosting family because I have a big family. And it's a lot of people that you have to
It's a lot of
feed and
people.
clean up after. Now they're solid though. Sometimes they clean and bring food too, so they're good people. But I love family. I'm passionate about coaching. I love coaching, and not just sports. So like coaching people, kind of same lines as Tony. I used to teach, and I was like, okay, I never want to teach again. But I still had a passion for coaching, which is pretty much the same thing because you're
Yeah.
helping somebody get to the next level. And part of that comes from just wanting to see people win in life. And so that those are my passions, as well as music. I love music, hip hop and R&B, especially. More so R&B. I can't sing, but I do sing a lot to
You can
myself.
lip sync though. You know what I'm
Whistle.
saying? You can lip sync.
I
The
can.
left ear tune.
That Milli Vanilli.
I can win one of those competitions for sure.
I was gonna say I like to make passionate love to my wife as well. That's passionate.
This is LIN Live After Dark. Huh? Okay, cool.
Put it
All
out
right,
there.
cool. But that's how you get the kid. That's how you get the kid. So
That's how you got the kid.
Cast down those imaginations, audience. Cast down those imaginations.
I was like, I was gonna jump in on that. I was like, nah, let's not. Gotta go all the way that way. We don't want to go that way.
Spakes, what's up?
Over.
Spakes, what are your passions?
Everybody know my passion is music. Creating it, playing it, sharing it. I love sharing my music. Like I'm one of those guys that's like, if I get the aux chords, people are just like, "Hey, what is that? Like, what song is that? Where'd that come from?" So that I love. Like Brandon, I like creating something out of nothing. So like, but I do it in the production side of things. So I like looking at a blank stage and just creating something dope from that, and just putting on a really good performance and audio wise, light wise, just a great production. So production is definitely one of my passions. And then just making people feel good. That's one of my passions too. I just like, taking people from out of a funk and putting them in a better headspace. So I do that with music. I do that with hosting and entertaining people. So that was one of my things. Even though I'm like a super shy person, I just, if you need a laugh, you can most likely call me. Just don't call me on Mondays because Mondays are that's my day. Don't
Spank the entertainer.
Hey, hopefully one day. We'll see. We'll see.
One day.
Cool. Let's see. I think we pretty much got through all the deep questions that's for everybody. They gave some people sent us specific questions for me and Sam, but I think we could probably get you guys in on this too.
For sure. Now look, put on y'all glasses because these are a lot of words. Some of these.
Let's start with Sam's question. If you were to write a book about your life, what would the title be?
I don't know, fam. That's it. That's all. The title? That's it. Like people ask me something, I'm like, I don't know, fam. Ask somebody else, or I'll Google it. So, legit, I don't know. It's really just my life. I didn't know something. I went to the internet. I read a book. I figured it out.
Yeah,
that's it.
And
it ain't deep.
That's funny you say that. Like I dated a girl, and like she would just ask me all these questions. And I'm like, you have a phone, like just Google it. Like she's like, actually, like how many is this, and like how much is? I'm like, no, just Google it. Like,
she was trying to connect with you mentally, Spank.
She did. I pulled out my phone and I Googled it.
We're gonna airdrop this here, man.
Check your phone. Let's take this question to everybody else. Tony, if your life if you write a book about your life, what would the title be?
I'm in the same boat as Sam. I don't like writing at all, so
I find that hard to
if you
believe.
dictated a book, if you were the dictator of the book, like, dictated, not written by.
I don't know. Hopefully, it'll be geared toward like building like families. Because I think that when you have families, you have communities. So hopefully, my book would be about how to. It's more of a like a pamphlet on instructions on how to build a family.
Brandon,
an instructional guide on how to build a family.
There you go.
Tony
Hey.
Perez. I like that. I like it.
I think that would be called "The Champ is Here." Champ is here.
Ain't that the Muhammad Ali book? I'm sure. I'm sorry.
No, it's about discovering the champion in you, though. You know what I'm saying? How to navigate through life's trials and maintain a strong mental capacity to make it through life, and discovering the champion in you that you could do anything, that you more than a conqueror. It would probably come off of I would bite, the more than a conqueror theme. I would bite that a little bit, so I could, reach the secular audience as well as the the Christian audience. So it would be a bite off of that. But
don't say that out loud. Just say inspired by. Inspired by.
Inspired. You know what I mean, man. You know what I mean.
Because people will pull back this episode if you write that book and be like, plagiarism.
1 hour, 50 seconds. Right.
You said it.
I think the title of my book would be Cut It Out. If anybody know me, that is like my catchphrase. You be like, oh man, I'm sad about this. Cut that out. Or like, I have a hard time doing this. Just stop. Like, just cut it out. Like, people don't realize that like your mindset like affects a lot of what you do and how your life goes. So like how you're if you just stop thinking that way. And I know people say it's a lot easier said than done, but if you make a conscious effort to stop it, it'll change.
Yeah.
You
don't you don't have to do that anymore. Right. You know what I'm saying? Tough, simple phrases like that. Yeah, cut it out. Like, you don't have to do that anymore.
I can't stop smoking. Just stop. Cut that out. Like, but like
now you would have had that. Now you would have had to have been a smoker. Now I objection. There we go. Objection.
Okay. But so I think like everybody's faced with choices. We all come to like forks in the roads when it comes to making a decision. So like, for instance, if you're about to smoke that cigarette, you have a choice to not smoke it or smoke it.
Why it gotta be a cigarette?
I'm just saying, because people like that's an addictive. It's a thing that people get addicted to. So like, I'm trying to think like with addictions, you're still faced with a choice, even though that thing has some type of power on you. You still have a choice to do it or not. Mm-hmm. Now, when people are conquering addictions, they're just making the choice to not do it.
I think addiction is a tough one though. That's a tough one, because there's been a lot of times where I've been like I've pointed the finger until you've actually been faced with addiction. You understand what I'm saying? So that one is I would I don't think you just say to it, cut it out. You can't say it, but
you can. Like, okay, but you can replace that with something else too. But you can replace it with something else. That's what a lot of therapies do that are working with addiction. They just replace that addiction with something healthy. Mm-hmm. So you still have a choice.
Mm-hmm. You gotta have a lot of will. You gotta have a lot of willpower too. Like I said, man, addiction. Yeah, I've seen heroin addicts, cocaine addicts, alcoholics, all that. I've seen them all. What you say? Sex addict. I've seen them all. Yeah, all of them. See what I'm saying? And boy, when that monkey get on your back, it's something else. So some things that, since it's a Christian show, some things only gonna get ran away by fasting and prayer. You know what I'm saying? And addiction, substance abuse, in my opinion, is one of them. Now, other things, gossiping, yeah, cut that out. Slander, yeah, cut that out.
Right.
Idiot, yeah, cut that out. You know what I'm saying? But
that's what I'm saying. People still get addicted to that too, because they don't know how to hold a conversation without doing that stuff.
Yeah.
So it's like,
patterns.
Yeah. So and like I like the comment that Pastor Perez said. You move from one addiction to another. You can't do it alone.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can get that on the screen. There we go.
Yeah,
um,
you need support.
Yeah.
You need like-minded people. So if somebody's addicted to anything, right, it may not be a physical thing. It could be a mental thing. People
yeah.
have mental addictions. We're doing the inner healing and deliverance classes. One of the things is like lying curses, right? And so people are like addicted to the lies that they've told themselves or
Right.
other people have told them. And so you have to like get around people who aren't going to
Thank
tell
you.
you those lies or who
Yeah.
aren't. So if like I'm smoking crack, right? And I want to be, I don't want to smoke crack anymore. I can't be hanging out with crackheads.
You can't
You
go
know,
to the
Right.
crack house.
I
yeah,
think that's the catalyst, right? Is that we have to, when we want to get anywhere, we have to get around people who are there. And we've heard this a lot though, and it loses its power because we hear it so much. But the truth is, even going back to, women looking for husbands, or dating, this man literally has no male influence around him at all. You're going to run into some issues later, So it's really about who we choose to be around. It's what's gonna help us move forward in anywhere we lack, because we're built for relationship,
Yeah.
so when
They
we
say
isolate,
birds of a feather flock together.
yep.
you know,
You want to know where you going? That's one of the truest statements. That's what I get.
it
You
is.
want to know where you going? Look who you hang around. Look what you know what I'm saying, subject yourself to. What influence are you under? And even the people who influence that you call yourself being under, do you know who they submit to?
Right.
Who's pouring into them? You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, we're all products of our environments.
y'all product, and this man, listen, I'm telling you, if that brother DeAndre Whitfield was on here tonight, he'd be going crazy because everything that I done read in that book, we didn't touched on at least like 3 or 4 chapters. So maybe that's the idea for a show, male versus man. You know what I'm saying? Where we teach, you know what I'm saying? Where we talk about the difference between male and men. You know what I'm saying? That's a good idea.
Yeah, we'll book it for next season.
There you go.
There you go.
There you go. We got all of the brethren out here. Talking about, ain't no punks on here.
But
Ain't
getting
none
back
of that,
to the
ain't
question
none of
though,
that
like,
popsicle licking, Jacqueline.
wow.
I said it. Yeah, I said it.
But get it back to the question though, like, and I think that's where my title for my book came, because I'm around people that I always have to kind of say that to. So I am that person in people's lives. Was like, I feel like I got to do this. Like, no, you don't. The reason you came to me with that statement is because I'm gonna tell you don't do it. You know,
Right.
you got to have that person that holds you accountable for
It's
things that
gonna
you say
tell
you
you,
don't want to do.
don't lick
Yep.
the popsicle. Don't do it and put it on the internet. Don't do it.
Yeah.
It's gonna be
Good
hard.
play.
Yeah, no, because he kicked it off at the beginning of the show. So I'm gonna leave the
Let's see.
light. Yeah,
Oh man.
need to call it the popsicle episode. Popsicle head, boy.
Okay, let's go. Let's go with this question. This one is from me. You want to read it, Sam?
Yeah. So, Spank, what are 3 things you've learned as either a musician or within media that you found out the hard way, that you want to pass down to help someone who might be interested in either field?
Closed mouths don't get fed.
Right.
If there's something that you want to know, you gotta ask. You gotta ask, and you gotta do the work. That's the other thing. You gotta do the work. There's nothing that's gonna come to you easily. Like, you gotta sacrifice and do the work. It's gonna be some long nights. It's gonna be some hard times. You're gonna quit a bunch of times, but don't give up. There's a difference between quitting and giving up. Like, quit, I'd be like, I'm done for the day. Or if it's something that you're really into, like, you know what I'm saying, like, you won't be able to quit. It's gonna come back on you. You're gonna grow from it. So those are my 2 things. Like, do the work and closed mouths don't get fed. And I think we
You
could
don't
try
have
to
a
take
third
this
one?
question, huh?
You don't have a third thing? I
Do I have it?
actually
Oh, it
asked
is
for
this.
3 things. Barbara Walters. She requested 3.
3 things. Other than doing the work, practice. Like, and it's not just for music. Like, it's for media stuff too. Like, you gotta practice. You gotta keep learning how to make graphics. You gotta keep learning how to program lights. Keep learning how to, like, get your sound skills better, like learning those EQs, learning your compressions and stuff like that to make it sound better.
Edge.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you gotta stay on top of your knowledge. You know, you can't. There's no I've arrived. There's never an arrived.
Complacency.
You know? Yeah. You got to keep moving. Thus, I am a transmission, and I'm stuck in drive. I'm gonna get that on t-shirt. I am a transmission, and I'm stuck in drive. Let's go.
I like that joke.
Make sure I get make sure, you know what I'm saying.
You get nothing. You get nothing. But
it's recorded. I will get my lawyer.
So I feel like we could kind of take this question to you guys too, because you guys are professionals in your own right. Brandon is frozen, I think. Is he frozen on y'all end?
Yeah, he's frozen.
Yeah.
Okay,
he's frozen.
So Tony, what? So what do you feel like you're? Yeah, go ahead.
I did media in Orlando for about 150 years. So yeah. I was a media guy there. I think my number one is, you know, like you said, communicate. You have to talk. You got to ask questions. You know, I think one of the biggest issues with our generation, with the boomers, is we don't talk. You know, we don't ask questions. We assume that they don't want to hear what we have to say. They assume that they're not going to agree. We assume right away. You may be right, but you still didn't ask. Mm-hmm. You still didn't, you know. So with asking, I think this is equal to the communication, is your quality of your equipment. Like it's investing. You have to invest in good equipment. Or you're gonna have far more issues. You can learn all the software you can want. You can learn all the, you know, how to do the camera. You can learn how to do the computer. But if you have trash equipment,
bottom line, come on.
If you have trash equipment, you're gonna have a headache. You know, with audio issues and with whatever the case may be. Get quality stuff. They last. Equipment lasts forever, especially audio equipment. If you get the right stuff, they last forever. It's an investment. That's what an investment is. You know, instead of just hopping on Amazon and getting the next day delivery for a $20 mic and board. Are you serious? No, get quality stuff, and you trust me, it's going to eliminate lots of headaches. You know, so communicate your equipment, and like Spank say, you just keep you know, learning, you know, new things. Technology is probably the most progressive thing in the world. Thanks. So you have to stay up on your game. You know, you have to stay up on what's new, what's the latest updates of the softwares, or what's, you know, you may have a Series 1, Series 7 done been out already that could eliminate the problems in Series 1. Just to keep updated on stuff you have, you know, what you need, the equipment that also eliminate headaches. But gotta emphasize on that communication, because generally you're under.
I just wanted to piggyback off what you said with the way technology is moving. Like, people used to think like I have a year, but no, now it's every 6 months at least. You know, there's updates every 6 months on all of the stuff. Like, so if you think you're on time with 1 year, you're already behind.
You're already behind. It's over with.
Behind.
Sam, what about you? And they don't have to be music or media. Like, you could be fashion or whatever your thing is.
They won't be at all. Even though I worked in media. And fun fact, I did play the drums as a child, and the bongos. Yeah, I wasn't too good at the drums, but the bongos, the congos were fun. So in a triangle, you feel me? One shot. So work hard. And I know that's something that people are like, oh, you should just know to work hard. Nah. So like I may be naturally gifted at something, right? And I can like do it really well. And I can beat, like, let's say I'm an athlete, right? So I can play ball better than everybody else in my neighborhood, right? And it's just because I'm naturally gifted at it. But then I can start playing against other kids at other schools or other cities. And they may not have been naturally gifted, but they worked hard. So they put the work in. So whatever you do, you got to put the work in it. Like, it doesn't matter if it's a God-given talent. there's always somebody else who is there who's willing to outwork you. And so you have to be able to put the work in. Be nice and be kind to people. No matter what people do or say, you have to be nice. You have to be kind. It doesn't help them out, really. It's helping you out. And then the last thing is to appreciate your enemies. Um, an enemy is either going to show you your strong suits or your weaknesses. And a lot of times they're going to show you both, right? So like if you have somebody that just is mean to you for no reason whatsoever, right? It's probably because, and you're like feeling the worst about it. It's probably because God is trying to show you something about you based on what that person is doing. So appreciate your enemies, work hard, and be nice.
That's good.
Do those things, and you will have a successful life. Now you got 9 tips on how to be successful in life.
That's good. I think we're gonna get ready and wrap this up. These last couple questions.
We lost Brandon.
We lost Brandon. Brandon was his transmission got stuck in neutral. And so we'll actually this one last question, Tony, to get back on the lighter side of things, and then we're gonna let you go and we're gonna finish out the show. Who's the greatest superhero and why?
All right. I've had this debate many of times. It is Superman. It is the Man of Steel. Because the reason why Superman has, been taking a back burner is we forgot he's the Man of Steel. Also, we've completely gone away from that. We just focus on his flying and he got lasers. No. Superman's the Man of Steel, okay? So I think it's Superman because Batman is not a superhero. I'm so sorry.
Don't tell my wife that, Tony. Batman's
a guy.
Superhero.
Batman is a guy.
He has no powers. He has toys.
He has money.
Yes, my money is his superpower. But that's the debate. Me and I don't know if y'all remember Jeremiah Green, but yes, Jeremiah has the Superman versus Batman debate annually.
So what about this one? Superman versus Goku. Have you seen that one play out?
Goku is up there. Yeah, he's my second favorite superhero. But Goku, I don't really consider Goku a superhero. But yeah, that's interesting because Goku, he's already Super Saiyan God now, and that's just it's cheating with Goku. I don't know. I don't include him because that's just cheating.
They did one of the videos where it's like
cartoon.
They did one of the videos where they kind of pit them against each other to see who wins, and Goku won on that video.
Yeah, I saw that. That was dope. I saw that. Yeah. They both never really died. When Goku do die, he come back anyway.
Right. So. Keep coming back to life. Sam, what about you, bro? Who's the greatest superhero and why?
I'm going with my wife, man. Batman, of course. And this has nothing to do with her opinion, right? So look, I tell people all the time, this is just bias.
Hey, he getting out of the doghouse, y'all.
Look at him. He trying to get that good after he get out of there. Wife, he said, "Baby, you saw it stuck up for you." I
like it, Sam.
I'm gonna say this clip of the show too and post it on social media. I'm gonna let it be known. I'm choosing Batman, and I've always known Batman wasn't a superhero. He was just a guy with a lot of money who was able to I don't even remember him creating anything himself. Like he just had all of this stuff. Like Tony Stark's invented stuff, right? Tony Stark's Iron Man is like, okay, I'm gonna make this stuff. Batman just had the money. So I'm going with Batman. He took advantage of what he had and he used it to the best of his ability. And he had a dope car.
I disagree. I disagree with what your wife posted in the comments. That should be coming up soon.
He's highly intelligent.
If you look at
karate, he took 2 karate classes, so he didn't go out. He like Kimbo Slice.
he took classes, but intelligence, he just pays the right people to be intelligent.
But look, is it that smart enough? Look, if you don't know how to do it, find somebody. Okay. That's my motto, you know.
So this
Why
is
not?
this is my rebuttal to both of you. Batman is the world's greatest cosplayer. Superman's the Man of Steel until Kryptonite comes into a bullet form, and then he's done. So my greatest superhero is Deadpool, and I tell you why. And I tell you why.
I've never heard anybody say Deadpool.
I'm gonna tell you why. Not only does he have superhuman strength sometimes, he is immortal. He can't die. He can take a bullet, no matter what type of bullet, and he's gonna live. His sword skills are impeccable. His what's the when he shoot like marksmanship? His marksmanship is unmatched. You put anything in his hand, it's gonna be a weapon, including himself.
I think this is like a LeBron and Jordan debate because
it is.
Deadpool loses a lot.
but he comes back and he never dies.
He never stops fighting.
He keeps making it to the finals.
He keeps making it to. And one day he's gonna win. One day he's gonna win.
No Black Panthers on the last day. I guess the comment's gonna be coming up shortly. Yeah, Black Panther was cool, but nobody really knew about Black Panther until
Black Panther came out.
Until the movie came out. And as you hear us saying Black Panther with an A for the culture.
Black Panthers.
For the culture. What's the dude from X-Men, Professor X?
Yeah.
He might be the greatest superhero of all time. He didn't really do much.
Nah, Jean Grey already like
Jean Grey.
Jean Grey is like she might be
She might be.
her and Monica Rambeau. Jean Grey and Monica Rambeau are two of the greatest. I think those both are the greatest superheroes. And people don't know about Monica Rambeau yet, but you will. She is the most like overpowered superhero that's out there. And she's a black woman. Hey,
nah, for the culture.
For the culture. to counteract what Brandon said earlier about me liking white meat or dark meat, Monica Rambeau is my favorite character ever, especially right now on WandaVision. She is just so fine to me. And if I ever get a chance to meet her, I'm just gonna be like, hi, and then probably just fanboy out like, hi,
hello.
I do stuff. I am a doer of things.
I painted a picture. You want to see?
Just become super remedial. I went to the bathroom today. But yeah, I think with that question, Tony, we're gonna let you hang out backstage real quick, and we'll be right with you in a second.
All right,
Tony. Thank you, brother.
Yes, sir.
Thanks, Tony.
Brandon will catch you whenever you come back to life. Whenever he's back in drive.
It's all good.
All right, Sam. Here's your second question, sir. What inspired you to start your fashion blog instead of just being a fashionable person in church/life?
Okay, so I was fashionable outside of church. Some people's life is the church. No, the church. Being a member of the church is part of my life. So I was fashionable way back when my parents had me wearing windbreaker sweatsuits as a kid. I was fashionable back then. The shoes with the straps that lit up, so when you walk down the street, your shoes are shining as you go.
The LA lights.
I can't. I came out fashionable. I think I had Batman too. The Batman light up joints too. Maybe that's why I like Batman so much. To go back and look at the pictures.
That's why you married your wife. Y'all both was like, I like Batman. I like Batman too. Did we become best friends? Yep.
We did. Let's get married. Yeah. And that's it. That's a love story. Batman.
That's how marriage works, ladies and gentlemen.
Be somebody who loves the same superhero as you.
So let me just put this plea out there since I'm single. If you love Deadpool, I'm joking. I'm joking.
No, for real though. If you
We
love
gonna get on
Deadpool,
we gonna get on each other's nerves if we both love Deadpool because we just gonna be talking junk to one another. That's all he do. That's my favorite part of Deadpool.
he is
Is the
great.
wit,
He's great at trash talking. He's smart.
the world's best trash talker.
He is. I think what inspired me to start my fashion blog? Honestly, there's not like one specific thing. Um it really just came to me one day like, yo, you should start a fashion blog. Like most people have like this wild, like inspirational story. But some of your greatest things in life just come to you and hit you. And is no like super detailed long answer behind it. It was literally one day like, oh yeah, I love fashion. I like to talk about it. I'll start a fashion blog. And then I
Put it
launched
together.
it. Yeah, it was destiny. Destiny.
I like fashion and I like to talk about it. Put it together.
Voila, marriage. And it
That's
happened.
how marriage works, ladies and gentlemen. No.
That's kind of true though. I like you, you like me.
Let's put it together.
But only after you go through counseling and you find out that, good counseling, when you find out whether or not you want to spend the rest of your life with that person.
And make
Then,
sure both y'all ain't crazy.
Yeah. Because sometimes one person could be really sane and the other person be crazy, and you don't learn until after you get married, and then it's a whole. Yeah. So, that's kind of what happened to me, yo. Just loving fashion, loving to talk about it, thinking I was super fashionable, and I actually launched it. A lot of people don't know this. Casually Say, my fashion blog, was launched 2 years ago, and I launched and it just didn't hit the way I wanted to, and so I went on like almost a year and a half hiatus, and then recently relaunched in January of this year. So we are back, and we are rolling, and we're moving, and it just goes to show that sometimes you're doing the right thing. It's just not the right time and the right season for you to do it, and God to have you put it on the back burner for some time, and even he'll have you work on it alone. You may have a team behind you, but he'll have you work on things by yourself alone, because there's some stuff that he has to put in you first before you can bring others in as well. So yeah, I don't have like a long drawn out story. I started
Nah.
it. It was like, okay, cool. I put it on a hiatus, and we back now, baby.
So that's
Every
what we'll do.
Thursday afternoon, we dropping new blogs. You feel me?
So we'll link that in the descriptions either above or below, depending on Facebook or YouTube.
Yeah.
So y'all can go check it out.
Let me find
Um,
that.
why you
I
find
need
the
an
links?
assistant. That's what I need. I
We
need an
both do,
assistant.
bro. We both do. If you would like to imply to be our assistants, please slide in our DMs because I definitely need one like yesterday. Um,
ASAP, surely. So, Spank, this question is for you. So, you have cultivated your music career and you started your own production company. You mentioned before that you're willing to learn. So, my question is, what skill would you like to learn next?
it's a good question. Shout out to Fonzie Productions, FON-Z Productions. That is
Yes.
my company. Uh, but what skill would I learn next? I won't know until after I take my vacation. That is coming up in a couple weeks because right now I don't have the capacity to learn anything right now. I am over capacity with just everything. My brain is tired. And just the thought of like learning something right now is kind of exhausting. So I really just want to make it to my vacation, and then I'll answer. I'll come back and answer this question after my vacation.
Is that a
Technically,
promise?
I'll be doing the show while I'm on vacation, so I'll be packing the
Mhm.
camera and my laptop, and I'll let you know while I'm out there.
I
Like,
like the way you think. You're figuring out what's next, you know, while you are taking a break, a sabbatical. Everybody
yeah,
needs a sabbatical, ladies and gentlemen. Take one. Be
got
blessed.
to. There it is.
Check out my latest blog, Timepiece, where I talk about the importance of watches.
Hey, that's important.
Mm-hmm.
Watches
It's
can make
super
or
important.
break an outfit,
Come
okay.
on, Spank. I don't know if Spank read the blog or not, but there it is.
I didn't. I
That's
haven't
it.
yet. I haven't yet, but
That's it.
it's something that I learned in the industry of music is just like, especially like as a drummer, because like our hands are kind of our thing. So your hand
I
accessories,
mean,
your hand accessories kind of make or break your outfit when you play it. You know, you gotta look good like all the way through. So that's the
yeah,
superficialness of the business. It's a real thing.
superficial and it's super official.
So we
I
got
think
this
that's a.
last question. I'm sorry, Sam. I cut you
I
off.
think that's a. No, I'm saying I think that's a Kanye West line.
So, have we thought about doing an end of the month segment, like middle of the month, or feature fit of the month? We haven't thought about it, but now that you mention it, maybe.
Maybe.
I just gotta get back into the. I think once I have my vacation, I'll feel like cooking again, and then I'll start sharing some more stuff.
Yeah, a feature outfit of the month for me. I don't see why not. But then I would have to like take pictures and stuff, which is something I do not have a passion for at all. I am not passionate about taking pictures. My wife tells me all the time she hates when it's time for us to take pictures because I can never be serious. Because I think pictures, people take really nice pictures. I appreciate nice photos, right? But for me, it's like, yo, look, if you want to take the picture of me, right, do it while I'm doing something and I'm looking like I want to do it.
You like the
Pictures aren't fun
candids.
for me. Yeah, candid. Catch me doing something. Catch me like, breaking some stuff. That's a passion of mine, breaking stuff, but not cleaning up afterwards. But like if I get to break stuff, it's just only break stuff, I'll be happy. I need to go to those like their structure rooms where you like go in and like beat up a car and stuff. You know what I'm talking about? Those places.
I know exactly what
I
you're
need
talking
one
about.
of those places.
I mean, that's
That's
the
my
good thing about
passion.
working in production. Sometimes is like when something breaks and you got to replace it, you can literally just take it and like go break it because you own it, you know. And it's like I'm about to get
Yeah.
another one, so you get to take
Yeah.
all the anger of it breaking out on it.
Yeah, hey Brandon, if you need any demo work done, let me know. I won't clean, but I can break stuff for
I
you.
will break it.
Maybe too.
Yeah. So that was our last question, Sam. Unless Ashley is still watching and she comes up with another Barbara Walters question, we are going to go ahead and end this show. So before we end, we want to kind of let you guys know that there is an event coming up that Liberty Bolingbrook will be putting on.
Yeah.
Um, if we can get that flyer up, there we go. A night to remember. There will only be 12 couples in person, but it will be streamed, so you can like have that night to remember in your own space,
Hmm.
be it your bedroom, be it your living room, be it your dining room. But we'll have some comedian. We'll have a comedian. There'll be some good food that you'll have to cook if you're at home. But the 12 couples that's
Hmm.
going to be in person will well.
You got to cook your own fine dining, y'all.
So just know, like whatever you eat that night, it got to be fine dining. It can't be no
Mhm.
regular dining. It can't be no
Yeah,
subpar dining.
just throw a tablecloth on the table. You feel me?
Go
And
get
get
you a
some.
candle, some flowers.
Yeah,
Do it up.
yeah.
There will be gifts and raffles. Oh, you could be a sponsor for the event. They have two
Wow.
levels of sponsorship. They have the $100, which is a $500 value. Your business be featured on at least one of the live broadcasts. Oh, at least one live broadcast and all featured advertising. Your business will also be listed on our local and national social media pages, featured in a coupon book to each couple, and spotlighted on our online attendees and a reach of at least 500 views. Additionally, you get to receive immeasurable benefits of giving back to your community. I like how they threw that in
Yay, giving is good. It's good to give. And then level two, $150. Value $600.
there.
600 smackaroos. Is that what the people call it nowadays? All of the awesome benefits of level one. Plus a customized animation of your business logo. And the animation won't be done by me because I can't draw. So I'm pretty sure they have somebody good at that doing the animation.
I think it'll be a moving logo, like kind of how what we have on ours. So purchase one of our sponsorship levels on Eventbrite. Once purchased, an email would be sent to you, or no, once you purchase, email Bolingbrook Liberty at gmail.com for further information. We should have pre-read this before.
Yeah.
So we can make it bigger.
It's like when you in school and your teacher tell you to read a book, and it's like, okay, class, we're gonna read this book. And you're a third grader, like it's a high school level book, but I just want to see where you all are at. And you don't read the book, and you show up to class like, and
that's how your teacher knew if you read it or not. It was a test. It was.
Well, actually, I didn't care about y'all read the book at all. I just want to see.
But no, so please register for that event. I don't know how many spots they got left of the 12 couples that's going to be live in person, but make it, do a great night on April 10th at 7 p.m. or 5 to 8.
Yeah.
Have a great date right there with your significant other. Could be your wife, could be your girlfriend, could be whoever you're courting, could be your pet. Just get a nice special dish for your pet. We ain't judging whatever you do.
Yeah, get the nice plate for your dog. If you got a goldfish, give them the top of the line goldfish food. Don't give them the cheap stuff that night.
But don't it got to be fine dining. It can't be like no trash dining.
Splurge a little bit. If you got a pet, put it in an outfit.
I feel like they're
tuxedo or something.
I feel like they're taunting people. They're taunting everybody else other than the 12 couples with the fine dining on the flyer.
No.
It's like, look, we gonna eat good. We gonna eat good, y'all. Watch this.
Look at us. I mean, if I was at home and not at the event, right? That's what I would be eating. I'd probably be eating Harold's. They said fine dining.
Hey, Harold's is fine to somebody.
It is.
That mouse house be hidden.
Like, I'm definitely eating Harold's in a suit. Like, if I go to somebody's wedding, next wedding I go to,
that's my best friend. Sorry.
Hey, Spanky's best friend. Thanks for watching us tonight. If I go to a wedding and y'all get like Harold's chicken, I'm with it. Like,
I wouldn't even be mad. I'd be like, hey, I need wet naps because I'm about to get hands deep into this food. It's gonna be finger looking good. So yeah, I think tonight's show was awesome. We want to thank our guests tonight, Antonio Perez and Brandon Newell, for being on with us and being back for season 2 because they were such great contributors on season 1. So we are happy to have had them again. Hey, Allison.
Hey, Allison. Thanks for watching tonight. Thank you, everybody, for watching tonight. Thanks, Lo, Ashley. Thank you all for watching tonight. Thanks for all the great questions.
And if we had time, we would do another gas up session, but we don't have time.
No, but just know that you all are great people. Jesus loves you. Jesus is the greatest superhero of all time.
Jesus is the greatest.
He defeated death.
We're gonna bring Tony back in. Tony, Jesus is the best. Is the best superhero. You can't argue it. See, he can't even argue. He's just like. Thank you, Tony. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you again for watching. I am Alfonso Spanky Jones.
I'm Samuel Sam Anthony. Buy some merch. Share this video with your friends and family. Follow us on Instagram at LIN Live.
Official.
Official.
No, LIN Live Official.
Yeah.
That's on Instagram. And then slide in our DMs if you want to be our assistants. If you want to help us out with the show, we are always looking for people to help put together the show. If you want to learn more about how we're doing the show, slide in our DM on Instagram. We'll get you in and teach you some stuff, or you can help us with some stuff that you see is lacking. Just because we have not a lot of time to put into it, so we need help. So help us.
Help us, please.
Help us. Where's my sign?
We need help, please. I'm borrowing this hat for the show.
Wow.
I'm joking. This is my hat. I bought it. I promise.
I thoroughly own this hat. I've sweated it out multiple times and watched it. It has all of my DNA in it. With that being said, we are happy to have been on your hosting this show tonight. We love you, and we will catch you all next time.
It's LIN Live with Spank and Sam. It's a show for everyone. everyone, boy, woman,